So if you guys saw the body cam video put out by the great John Bravo Films, I don't want to promote smoking, folks, but listen, I've got to do what I got to do, and this helps me kind of the gum and the tobacco. They really help a lot. But damn. Oh boy, that's that North Carolina, Virginia, Chesapeake Bay tobacco. Basically, if you guys saw the body cam footage, you know that WES freely admits that he can't have a firearm because he's a felon. That whole body cam video basically makes the case that, I say it's rude to make videos while you're chewing gum, but I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I don't eat till 2. Well, this gum is actually helping me also with that. But the point is that when he was trying, after the self-defense thing wasn't working because the cops weren't buying that, these are police officers, Miami police officers, they've seen it all, and they know when a guy's bullshitting them. And he then said, the sheriff, he's probably talking about Sheriff Judd from Polk County, Florida, who says that if somebody breaks into a house in Polk County, that you can, light them up, basically. And that, in Florida, the home is your castle kind of thing, So he went off on that tangent, and then he said, I didn't know if he had a firearm, in his jogging pants, So I kept hitting him, because I don't stop hitting him until the person stops moving. Said like a true criminal. But basically, he, in that breath, basically said, I can't have a firearm. I'm the only person that can't. Trying to basically say that he is vulnerable, that he's a small man, and that, him using excessive force was excusable because he's at a substantial disadvantage. He said everybody, his valet Parker, his barber, they all have firearms, and he's the odd man out. He doesn't have one. So that's why he just, him and his, gang buddies savagely beat that man, that special needs man. Because I guess, and the cops weren't really buying that either, but it got me thinking about Dog the Bounty Hunter, who's also a felon. He can't have a firearm either. And I remember on the Dog the Bounty Hunter episodes, they used to have pepper guns. They looked like M16s, like AR-15s, but they didn't fire rounds. They fired pepper balls. And, they're pretty effective. Now, I don't think that WES can fit an M16 in his purse, but it's a question of what is in his purse, and within within the contents of the purse, what is there for self-defense. Now, he could do like some of the outlaw bikers do. He could walk around with a big flashlight. You need a flashlight to look around, kind of thing, but you can also hit somebody with it. You know what I mean? But he doesn't have the ability to fit a big, massive flashlight in his purse because he really didn't have that kind of room. I guess you could have like a lock, because he does work out, right? He does work out, so I guess he could have a lock, and he has been known to wear bandanas, maybe a makeshift weapon with that. I don't know. He may also have pepper spray, And I'm not saying that, look, I know a lot of you out there say he's a punk bitch. I'm not saying that, pepper spray has to be what's in his purse, but the reality of the matter is he may have pepper spray, he may have tear gas, he may have mace, any one of those three. He could have a Swiss Army knife, possibly, which not only could be used as a self-defense weapon, but it also has a screwdriver, a corkscrewer thingy, and it's got a toothpick in there. So you could have one of those. He could have like some sand. Do you remember like in the WWE, like the guy, like he'd reach into his like, what was that? Like what were those thong underwears they wore, like those whatevers, and he'd reach in there and he'd like, go, and you saw it on Bloodsport too, with that Korean guy that cheated all the time. I forget what his name was, but he threw that at Jean-Claude Van Damme, and then he threw the ref out. I remember, and he knew that that was the ref because his sensei taught him how to fight blind while in a complete split over 2 chairs. So you could have that, like I guess we would call it fairy dust for lack of a better term. I don't know. Maybe Wes Watson has fairy dust in his purse. I don't know. But what's interesting though is that he I don't think he has purse when he was confronted by a 7-foot tall monster. He may have left it in the powder room possibly. I mean, not the powder. What am I saying? There's no powder room in men's rooms. Well, I guess I don't know. Is it one of those like all inclusive? No male, just like gender neutral. I don't know. Starbucks is gender neutral. It was cool. I got no problem with that, but it's just it's different. But I mean, it would just be interesting to see what was in his purse. Obviously his wallet. I would imagine he carries a wallet. You know what I mean? Probably like some like some mist, like to just spray around, that kind of thing. I don't know, like a handkerchief or something. They'll blow his nose because he does pick his nose, doesn't he? I could have sworn people said that he's a habitual nose picker. And then he rolls them into perfect circles, like perfect balls, and like flicks them around at people like a Kali Muscle and Strength Cartel. And I think they seem to enjoy it. I don't know. But the thing is yeah, I don't know what would be in his purse. I mean, I would imagine there'd be some sort of a self-defense, whether it's fairy dust, whether it's a Swiss Army knife, whether it's maybe he's got, an extra sock in there and $10 in quarters, and the quarters happen to be in the sock. I mean, but I don't think that's just too alpha for old Wes. I mean, I know Wes is the alpha male, but in that police, have you seen that police body cam video over at John Bravo Films? You should, especially if you think that Wes takes cold showers and like fights mountain lions for fun, and he's just like all about the burpees and the programming and all that. No, he goes through like stages of begging and playing victim, and and then John, I think John's gonna release where they actually like take his height and stuff, and I think that the guy's actually 5'8". I mean, we all know that he's a mental midget, but now he may actually be a midget in stature as well. So, in any event, guys, I don't know what would be in Wes Watson's purse, but if you have any ideas, maybe a granola bar, possibly, maybe some extra toilet paper. I don't know, maybe some alcohol wipes, tampon. I don't know whatever. So, why would he have a tampon? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he could be that guy, like woman's like, oh man, and what's wrong? Oh, I can't talk about it. Hey, by the way, I don't know if this will help or not, but I happen to have this extra tampon. I don't know if that's, if he's like the wing man for his girl, maybe, or for just women in general. Hey, it's Wes Watson. I'm famous. I got a tampon in my purse if anybody needs it. Maybe. I don't know.